Because this was lying there. Oh, it's not a button. Okay, great. But things like this, which we have to find.
You seem to be equally comfortable with television, film, and theatre. Do you feel that there's going to be a common lingo in all three?
I'm terribly uncomfortable on television. I think I acted badly in Mouthful of Sky. I think I acted badly in the few episodes of Vakalat I did. And those were two incredibly humbling, mortifying and embarrassing experiences of my life. I'm not comfortable with television at the outside. I do non-fiction television like the program on BBC called Style or The Great Escape because I like travel, which is what The Great Escape was about, and I like to meet new people, which is what Style is about. Having said that, I'm equally comfortable on stage as well as acting on film because for me, they both have the very same methods of preparation. I spend a month rehearsing for a play, a month and a half, or a month and a half rehearsing or getting into the role for a film. In that respect, my preparation, which is what the real fun is to be an actor, is the same. I do the biography method. I create a past for the character, starting from the day he was born to the point at which the play starts or the film starts, and then I don't worry.
What made you take the plunge as a director for this play?
It was actually, I'll tell you exactly what it was. I loved the play. I showed it to Anahita. She's a great director. She said, I'll read it. She read it. She's also a fine actress. She said, I'd like to act in it. Once she said that, and we both wanted to act in it, although the role for the man is not that great, I just wanted to see this play being done because the role for the woman is so incredible. We said, we are so close to this play, let's try and get a director who agrees with roughly our vision of this play, and we didn't. And so at the end of it all, I found that it was far better for us to decide on one of us to direct it, because then we would keep to the vision of what we had innately formed as actors of this play. So she said she didn't want to direct it, and the woman always wins, so I directed it. Sunil? Neha? Will you just ask them to just be quiet for 10 minutes? There's a piece that happens there that I do while she's sitting here. The lights will come on there. We'll do it, and if you want to keep rolling, you can keep rolling.
So how different has it been, doing the dual role of a director as well as an actor?
It has not been that much of a strain at all. It happened very naturally. We just began to act. First, I did my work as a director outside of the play. I decided how I wanted to see the play. Then we began to act, and things changed, and it was totally free. I just knew a couple of things. There was not going to be any stage stuff. There was going to be people would move when they had to move, and they would talk the way we talk in real life. This is the way it's done. You have to almost get the feeling you've stumbled onto somebody's living room. That was what I was absolutely keen about. The rest of it I was open to any kind of eventuality. When you're acting and directing, there's a part of you that's acting and a part of you that's out of it looking from the outside. Now it's that part of it that is the tricky part, which I never found tricky. I don't know why, I have no idea. I never ever had a problem with it. Perhaps it's to do with the fact that Anahita is also a director. Perhaps it's that. But it was not a big deal.
What would you say is the basic essence of this play?
Love, of course, and how it's never simple. We fight the hardest and the harshest with the people we love the most, our parents, our lovers. We get irritated the most at the people we love the most. And yet the people we love the most give us the few moments in life that are worth living. So yeah, it's about that. Maybe if we go to bed, we can talk about this tomorrow morning. Right, fine. Maybe if we get some sleep, we won't have to talk about it tomorrow morning. Okay, I can see this calls for a process of elimination here. Has your mother started whining at you again about getting married? No. Has your father started speaking to you again? Oh, that's good. Okay, that wasn't very funny. Wasn't that very good tonight? Would you prefer a little more violence? Whips, chains, funny costumes maybe? Come on, Tracy, give me a hint. Am I getting warmer? Is it 2 syllables, sounds like, animal, vegetable, mineral? Tracy, look at me. This used to be a conversation. All right? All right, this calls for desperate measures. Don't look at me.
What kind of response have you so far received?
This is a play that touches the heart. There is no intellectualization in this play. It has to touch the heart. And it has. I mean, it just has. It's a great script. Let me be totally frank about the fact that the script is a winner. If you and I just sat down and read this play together, people would love it. It's a wonderful script. So obviously it has done wonderfully well.
And what else do you have in hand at the moment? Can you tell us a bit about your film and other projects?
I'm shooting this English film called Split Wide Open with Dave Benegal, the gentleman who made English August. I'm almost finished with it. I'm shooting Takshak with Mr. Govind Hilani. Again, I have the lead in Dave's role, and I have one of the 3 central roles in Takshak, and that should be complete later this year. I am presently awaiting the release of a film I did called Bombay Boys. So 2 films this year, and I'm doing another film made by an Indian director who's coming in from New York, lives there, in April next year. That's it.
Like English language writers seem to have really arrived. But when you're talking about English language films, where do you think we are at the moment?
Nowhere. We are nowhere. There is a Dave Benegal who made English August, and there's a Dave Benegal who's making Split Wide Open. That's about it. These are 2 films that I can, I mean, even though Split Wide Open hasn't finished, I'm quite sure it'll be a good film. Then there is a Bombay Boys that hasn't yet released, and we have no idea what kind of film it's going to be. So there is no real movement of English language cinema happening here. Let's not kid ourselves. But the seeds have been sown. Now, whether we have a good monsoon or a bad monsoon depends on how other people react. The key for English language cinema to make it in this country is it has to be financially feasible. And that is something that filmmakers have to sort out, find their markets. There is a market, they have to find it. Thank you. I'm just going to go over here to this chest of drawers and let me see what I can find. Aha! Zoons! My long raincoat from my days with Interpol. I put the raincoat on suavely over my pajamas, but there's no need for you to look. What are you doing, dearest? She cannot help but ask apprehensively. I'm going out, I replied coolly. But before that, I have to get some footwear. Now let's see what footwear I can find. Yikes! Begone! My trusted swamp boots from my days in Nam. But there's no need for you to look. There's absolutely no need for you to look. I put the swamp boots on and look for some headwear. Hark! My battle-scarred helmet from my days on the round table. But where can you be going? She asks, her voice trembling with concern. The night is dark and stormy, and I'm afraid for you. Down to the restaurant, I replied, resolutely, to punch somebody in the nose.
You can't go to punch somebody in the nose dressed like an idiot!
She talks! Do you see that, Lord? This woman opens her mouth, looks at me, and talks. Praise the Lord!